hard to share more.
And you can't do Blizzard. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Twitch Wednesdays, now on YouTube. My name is Nat. I have to intro these shows now because we're on YouTube.
Yeah, we
My
are.
name is Nat. That's Dylan. That's Kelsey joining us. Yeah, we got quite a show for you if you're into video games. If not, we got nothing for you. So
yeah, if you don't like video games, you're here for Kelsey. If you don't like Kelsey, strangely, you should like video games. I don't know why that wouldn't cross over. If you're here for neither of those things, you're here for me and Nat, and you thirsty devils, I'll allow it. You stick around. So,
Gotta turn to our audience. We gotta respect that.
yeah. Hey, I'm not here to yuck anybody's yum. So,
yeah, I mean, so before we get into what we're planning on doing is a fantasy video game draft where you pick out 12 each video games for the year 2022, and depending on how well they do on Open Critic, we get points for that. But before we get into that, what have you guys been watching lately?
I just rewatched Hawkeye with Tilly because she needed to see it.
Oh, yeah, you did.
And that show, I like it even better the second time through than I did the first time. That was fun. What else have I been watching?
I've been spending more time in catching up on movies, right? So I finally caught up on my series. I finally, I did Witcher season 2. It was okay. It was good. Like, it was leaning on the good side versus the bad side of okay. I finally caught up on my series. Not going to complain too much on that one. Getting the echo, Nat. I know that's you.
Sorry about that. Forgot to mute YouTube.
I've actually been more excited because I recently got a chance to watch Last Night in Soho finally.
Oh, what'd you think?
Nice.
I thought it was pretty good. I think the third act is a little weaker, but overall still a good movie.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely in my bottom tier Edgar Wright movies, but that's still a pretty high bar to have.
It's still a high bar, yeah.
Yeah. If it stuck the landing as good as the first act promised with it, I think it would have been good. But I think once you start, the direction and start taking it, I'm not going to go into spoilers for this, but they clearly had it to be like, all right, let's have. I keep wanting to say Anna de Armas. Gosh, what is her name? Anna Taylor-Joy. There we go. Yeah. It's these three named people: Anna de Armas, Anna Taylor-Joy. It's mentally blocking there. But I feel like that there could have been a much better focus on that character overall with her, and it just felt like they wanted to do weird stuff in the world. Plus, the pacing goes way out the window in the third act. Like, it feels like they hit the pedal to the floor, and they don't want to have any juxtaposition. They don't want to have any chill. Like, not really. So, I don't know. I've got gripes, but overall, still, like, the first half I really enjoyed. I thought that, like, the premise and the visual storytelling is definitely underrated. That in itself, I think it did a good job with that. But it was funny. I watched that as a response to, I don't know if you guys seen the movie Perfect Blue. It's an anime movie from like 97, 99, I think, something like that. But it was like one of these really, popular ones that ended up having a lot of big influence in Western culture, because it was about this like pop culture idol who gets stalked by this person. And you may have even seen like a scene or two of it, like, because it's one of these movies that's been around for a while, obviously. But it influenced like a couple other movies. Like Last Night in Soho had like a very strong like feeling and influence from it even. So that's why I was just like, no, I need to watch Last Night in Soho after watching that movie, because I was like, nah, I'm on the train of watching pretty girls go through having really bad days. So that was just kind of like a trend for the evening, I guess. What a weird trend, by the way.
What a subject matter to choose. Be like, I'm just in the mood to watch pretty people suffer.
I want pretty women to suffer. Yeah, I know, right? So, no relation at all to Kelsey being on this show. We promise. So,
yeah, I like watching me suffer. It's fine.
Sorry, I forgot to tweet out that we're live, so I'm busy doing that. What have I been watching? So I watched the entirety of Cowboy Bebop, and boy, that show.
Shut up! No, you did not. You did not.
One of these days, I'm actually going to watch it, and you're not going to believe me. No,
I sure won't.
I haven't been watching much. I saw the 355, which is my number one movie of 2022 so far, which sucks because that's not a good movie.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Scream tomorrow, and also I've been rewatching Breaking Bad, so that's the thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
Such a good show.
It's so good. It's so
Kelsey,
good.
have you watched this little indie show called Succession?
Oh my
I have watched like 4 episodes of Succession.
Hannah, come on in. We're talking about Succession, so this is as good a segue of any.
She's just waiting there.
Well, you got to come on in now. Sorry.
Like wearing my.
That's fine.
Sorry.
More skin is in, honey. Skin
Yeah,
is in.
that's how we get views. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm about to go to bed, y'all.
Okay, so you can go to bed here in a little bit, but we're talking about shows we're watching. So I mean, that just like was really good into.
Oh, I'm watching Succession
Really?
by myself.
Wow.
You deserve better.
Whoa! I gave it the goodest college try. I gave it 2 more episodes than I almost always give for every shows. 6 episodes wasn't for me. Kelsey said 4
you didn't
episodes.
you didn't get
yeah, I
Give it
kind of
6.
petered off after 4. I'm like, it might be good. I wasn't gripped by it.
It's so fucking good. They just
That's what I keep hearing.
so
But
good. It's even better if you worked in corporate America at any point, which I did.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I technically do in a way.
yeah. She did the what did Roman do? Jerk off on the window or whatever.
Yeah,
that was her in corporate
that
America.
was
Oh, did you get to that
That's
part?
what you did in corporate America.
Yeah,
that was actually what I did every day.
yeah.
That was
That's actually pretty tame as far as Roman's antics go throughout the show.
I'll tell you, Roman was my favorite character right away, and then it didn't seem like he was doing anything else but beating.
Your
up
favorite character should be Greg. There's not even close.
fucking Greg. I hate that guy.
Sweet baby angel Greg.
Shut up.
Greg's the only person who's like not a clear trash human being on that show.
Yeah, but he's
Dylan hates him so much.
he's so far off from being appropriately the tone of that show. Like, you have 4 somewhat serious people who are maybe not being their best at like what they're supposed to be doing, and then you have Greg, who's just
Only 4 people who are maybe not their best. Only 4.
okay, well maybe 5. I mean, Brian Cox wasn't doing the best, but anyway. So what are your thoughts on Succession as we've had for time on this
Well,
episode?
I love it so far.
But what do you love about it? You gotta critique, honey. You're a critic now.
I love Greg.
Yeah, you do.
Specifically, the thing you hate, I love. I
Uh-huh.
think he's adorable.
Mhm.
I think the reason you hate him is because you see yourself in him.
I don't see any of myself in Greg.
He's tall, he's lanky, he's awkward. That's Dylan to a T.
I think your awkwardness and your insecurities around people who are competent, I think you see that in Greg and it makes you upset.
I'm glad nobody else is watching this show.
I think you don't like to see that mirrored.
Uh-huh.
And the fact that so many people enjoy it and enjoy Greg makes you insecure.
I thought I was Kendall though.
Danny with the Corgos.
Hey, Corgo! Danny, that's Danny Cost. You know that guy? He's famous.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I had a tweet that got 15 likes recently. So
Whoa.
Whoa.
Slow down, Matilda.
I was gonna say we got retweeted by Matilda, but
Yeah. Which may be the biggest thing I've ever done in my entire life.
it's undoubtedly the biggest thing I've ever done.
Anyway, okay. You got any plugs for us before you go to bed? You want to plug your Twitter? Where can they catch you at?
At Hannerpiller _ the real Hannerpiller has been evidently suspended.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what for.
Oof.
They've been suspended for like years, and I'm really upset. I want that username without the underscore.
So just take it.
Because everything else that I have is just Hannerpiller without the underscore.
Yeah, but her Twitter _. You don't know how to spell that? Well, sorry. I guess you're not gonna follow my wife on Twitter.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Good luck.
Just go to your Twitter. You've retweeted me a few times
I'll stop.
because I'm helping.
And
You'll stop.
you get mad at me when I don't. So
No, I don't.
you quote you. I just did this really cool tweet 3 days ago, and I haven't seen you favorite it, Dylan.
No, I've not done that,
Anyway,
Dylan.
that's our show, guys. Make sure to tune in next week. I'm kidding. No. All right, go to bed. We gotta do a video game roster.
Oh, okay.
Fantasy roster.
Well, all right.
Okay. Tell everybody bye. Tell Danny bye.
Tell bye.
Tell bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Kelsey. Bye, Nat. Bye, Danny. Bye, anybody else in chat?
That's it.
Danny.
Really?
Just Danny.
One person.
And I think it counts me as well.
I'm actually glad that there's not a lot of people here because we're talking video games and no one's interested in that.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck them. I don't want to. You know what? People tune in to Call to Action because they love the movie talk and the movie trivia and us talking about the movie trivia. But we just like video games. I'm done with movies.
And
It's
honestly,
video-
That's why.
honestly, as bad as it sounds, we get more views than Megs does, which is total bullshit because we don't do anything.
No, we don't do anything. Nominate Megs. We don't do shit. Quit trying. Quit trying to put us movement on that, except for No Chill. And no, I'm not talking about the game Inscription, which I was just playing. But I'll talk about that on my other podcast.
Awesome.
It had a possum. Cute little possum card. Yeah, it's a little deck
And
builder.
it had Black Phillip from the Vivitch.
Yeah, not to be confused with The Witch.
That is the only character I remember from that movie. Is Black Phillip.
There's also what's her name, Anna de Armas.
You don't remember either, right?
I'm just really good. I was making a joke. It was a callback from earlier.
Danny Cost says, I don't watch video games.
Oh, I gotta pull them up because you can't.
Fucking hate this. All right. Give me a kiss.
All right, let's get into the. Oh wait, hold on. I think we completely skipped over last week because we didn't talk about the Matrix.
Oh shit, we didn't talk about the Matrix. You want to say Kelsey, have you seen Matrix Resurrections?
I've only seen the first Matrix ever, but don't worry about
You're
me.
good.
You need to spoil if you need
You're
to.
good. You're all right.
That's all you need,
That's
Yeah.
what I've been told. That's all I've seen.
Yeah.
including the
You
new
know
one
what?
too.
It's better for you this way. I won't lie.
Okay.
Yeah, so Matrix Resurrections. Here's my 1-minute review. What the fuck? You had such a cool fucking trailer and like an interesting premise to have like a very meta. Like Matrix is one of those things that you could just play with itself within itself, where you can sit there and reveal that you're in the Matrix, and that still adds to the intrigue and mystique of it. And the fact that they had a cool idea and they fucking ruined it by. I couldn't even tell you because they kept explaining it. The movie is explaining itself all the way until the third act.
That's
It didn't
never good.
stop. That's a big no-no. That doesn't make me feel engaged. That they should be showing, not telling. And they told the entire time. And all Neo knew how to do was force push. And I see him in John Wick. I know
Yeah.
he do
What
more.
the fuck was up with that? I mean, they kept using the force push to stop.
Yeah. Like he does action. He does it exclusively. That's all he's been doing for the last 20 years. Let him keep doing more of that. Why did you think, we got Keanu Reeves? Yeah, he's at the peak of his action career objectively with the John Wick franchise and the Matrix. So we're gonna push him and we're gonna CG all the action from that point forward. Why? Why would you do that? Hannah loved it though. Hannah, thoughts?
No, Hannah didn't love it. Hannah struggled quite a bit. How many times did we stop and restart that movie?
I don't know. We stopped to have sex at one point. I remember
No.
that.
Oh,
Yeah, Kelsey. Yeah. Listen, that's the trick. You got to put on bad movies, and then
here's the thing is maybe I don't know. Seriously, we took a lot of breaks in this movie.
Yeah, we did.
I remember we started watching it
Yeah.
down here, and
Uh-huh.
and then I remember we stopped, and I thought it's just because we were finished and we weren't going to watch it anymore because we weren't enjoying it.
Yeah.
But then we went upstairs and Dylan started it again in our bedroom, and I was like, oh, I guess we're still going with this.
Yeah, we are.
And then it was
This lives on the internet forever.
but anyway, the movie was going, and then we would pause it. And I remember going in the bathroom and doing my skincare stuff and thinking, oh, I'm going to come out and this movie's going to be over. And it wasn't because Dylan had paused it. And so then I was like, oh, I'm going to have to watch it some more. And that's not a good sign for a movie, I feel like, if you're suffering this much through it. But the whole thing about this movie is it didn't even matter if I was in the room to watch it or not, because all it was people telling you what was happening or what had happened in the past, 60 years or something, right?
A little less than that. Well, like probably like 30.
Yeah,
40
because they were
years.
like 60 years apart.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it was just a lot of people talking about stuff and lore and all, and it was so exhausting. I've never been so exhausted. I've never had to take so many breaks to get through a single like movie. I have binge watched like.
What about Penguin Highway?
No, I didn't take any breaks for that.
You took one break.
But
You
I've
took
like
a dinner
binge watched like TV shows for 5 hours straight
break. True.
and wanted more. And then this movie was just, it was a struggle, y'all. Like,
Sounds like-
You know what? It's no Succession, and I think we can all agree on that.
Oh my God! Shut up.
that is wonderful. I'm probably going to go upstairs and watch an episode.
What episode are you on?
I'm on like season 2, episode 7 or 8.
Oh, it's about to get really good towards the end of season 2, but
Yeah.
I won't spoil anything.
Roman's about to come on a window again, but
No,
quickly.
the second half of season 1 is when you really get hooked.
Or you don't.
I was hooked after like episode 2, I think, because episode 1 was like, okay, I see where they're going with this, but I'm not really into it yet. But like once episode 2 happened, I was just all the way in.
I'm enjoying it. I'm having so much fun. I cannot say that about The Matrix.
Yeah. So my Matrix review, I didn't hate it, but I can understand why everyone else would, because I came out of it thinking, wow, this is a bad movie.
Yeah.
I think Lana Wachowski, it was clear that it was just a middle finger to Warner Brothers and also to Matrix fans.
Yeah.
And reboot culture and all that. She did not. She's phoned in the entire movie, and it was not good. That's it. That's all my thoughts.
Mm-hmm. Still the best trailer of 2021 now.
Such a good trailer.
Yeah.
That song,
Great.
White Rose.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it's a waste.
Yeah.
For sure.
This, Kelsey, I'm glad you're here for this analogy. This goes into the great trailers for movies that didn't live up to its hype. Right next to Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. I knew it was
Yeah,
coming.
you knew that trailer was coming. WB, man. WB knows how to make a sick fucking trailer
And
and then shit all over your expectations with their movie. God bless. All right, go to bed before we start ranting on more. We got to do this video game thing. We're going to be doing it all night.
All right.
It's going to be a long, hard, sweaty ordeal. So we need to get into this. Kelsey's watching. Okay.
watching. They're going at it. I'm just gonna observe.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I love you, and I'll see you when I see you.
Yep.
What?
What?
Okay, so we are going to be doing this fantasy draft. Kelsey's going to watch and commentate, which is weird because I thought I was the voyeur. But how it works is Dylan and I will each draft 12 games for 2022. And how they score is how well they do on opencritic.com.
Mhm.
The baseline is 70. So if you get a 75, you get 5 points to your score. If you get a 65, you lose 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't come out, you just don't get any points. We have what was it? It was 12 spots that we're drafting, and then 12 spots that we can add more games throughout the year, because you know how games just randomly get announced and everything. We can pick them up, and we have to. It's a secret bidding, so Dylan and I will bid on it, and then I think at 8 p.m. Eastern on Saturday the window closes, so whoever bids the most gets that game. Minimum bid is $1. So I was not prepared to explain the rules here, but there are certain games that we cannot pick up.
What games are they?
Let me just pull up my screenshot. Okay, so these are the banned games that are currently in early access, director's cut, partial remakes, ports, games that are released internationally. So like a game that's released in Japan but
Final releases in America. Right?
Yeah. Remasters and yearly installments. So it can't be like Madden 23 or MLB The Show 22 or whatever.
What about Assassin's Creed? Assassin's Creed, is that yearly at this point, or is that like every other couple?
No, it's because there was like a 2-year gap between the last two, so I don't think that counts.
Okay.
Games that are allowed: expansion packs, free to play, new games, new gaming franchise, planned for early access, reimaginings, remakes, which is different from remaster,
It's true.
unannounced games, virtual reality, and will release internationally first. So games that are planned to release internationally but haven't yet. And thank you so much, Danny, for the
TV
195.
column racing. Hell yeah, brother. Talk about my number 1 seed pick here.
And I think that's how it works. Do you have anything to add, Dylan, or any questions?
Yeah. Is there like a list provided of like games, like a game pool that we could be looking at, or do we need to be scavenging the internet looking for games roughly coming out this year?
It's on there somewhere. If you click the games button on the website that I sent you, you should have a list of games.
Okay, let me see.
But before we do, we have to decide the draft order. So,
yep,
I got a coin here, a virtual coin. Dylan, I need you to call it heads or tails.
Tails never fails.
Okay. It is tails. So,
yes!
You get to decide if you want to go first or second.
I'm
Keep in
like,
mind, it's a snake draft, so if you go second, you get 2 picks back to back.
yep. Ooh. I need to go first.
Oh, I know where you're gonna pick. All right. Let's see. Edit draft order. And these are our team names, by the way.
LL's Big Dick Gaming.
I didn't go with a joke answer. I went with Vootopia Games because at Vootopia Games, we believe in a better world.
Yeah.
All right. So Dylan's up first. I'm going to start the draft. And yep, I've never done this before. All right, you're free to start drafting.
Okay. So, how do I just drag and drop? Like, how do I do it on my end?
I have no idea. I've never done this before.
Neither have I. Here, let me see. Because I've got it loaded up on my side, but it doesn't show like hey, I can put games in and I can interact with this draft game. Okay, there we go. Show top available games.
So you got any games that you're looking forward to this year?
Hmm?
You got any games that you're looking forward to this year?
I have 2 games I'm looking forward to, but I have no idea if they've been postponed or not. So I don't know if they are coming out this year.
I think I know what you're talking about. And I have both of them on my watch list.
I'm sure you probably do. But yeah, those 2 games I'm really excited for this year. Hopefully they don't get postponed or anything.
I won't lie. Now that I'm looking at this list, I've pigeonholed myself going first.
I forgot to mention we each have 2 counter picks.
Yeah.
Where I get to pick 2 of Dylan's games, Dylan gets to pick 2 of mine, and depending on how well or how bad they do, we get points or we lose points. So if I get a game that does really well and Dylan picks it, he loses points. Mm-hmm. If I pick a game that does really bad and Dylan picks it as a counter pick, he gets points. Mm-hmm. So that throws a little wrench in some stuff. And also you can't drop those games. You're allowed 3 drops for games that will not release and 1 drop for a game that will release.
I hate this. I kind of wish I'd gone second. I'm dumb. Out of 2 people, this is a dumb move on my half. Because the top 3 are so hard, but I have to go with the number 1 pick for a very clear reason. I got to go with Elden Ring right off the bat.
I knew you were. That was my number 1 too.
I'm such an I'm such a From Software shill. Fucking give it to me. I don't care. Like that game's gonna be blowing it up.
Did you pick
I
it?
drafted it. Well, at least that's. Hold on. Yeah, it's it says next to draft is you, but there it is. It just took a second. It took a second, but it's in there for mine.
I'm gonna refresh it. This is going great.
This is high quality television.
This is the kind of content you expect from Dylan and that on this YouTube channel.
So the thing's not loading for me.
I got you, buddy. Here, let me rock this. Let me share. There we go. All right, now flip over my screen because I can't do it.
Okay.
There we go.
Boom. Okay, that's better. Okay.
Yeah.
Mine worked now. Okay. Is your turn? Draft. Click select draft game under player actions on the sidebar.
Yep, you're gonna see a draft the game part right on over there.
All right. So I got back-to-back picks. I'm going with the clear number 2, Horizon Forbidden West.
Yep.
This one's This one's guaranteed to come out this year, and it's gonna guarantee to be good.
Yeah.
So
Strong picks.
let's search for it. There we go. I select draft game. All right, I think it's on the board.
It is.
Yes,
All right,
there.
now I gotta select my second game. This is where I get kind of risky. This game does not have a date yet, and it might get delayed. But if it hits, then that's points on the board. I'm taking God of War Ragnarok.
Yep.
Was that your top 3?
Those are the top 3. Like, it's top 3 on this draft, and it makes total sense because they're both. Everything but Ragnarok is more or less confirmed of those 3 to be on. And Ragnarok's been said time and time again, but it's the riskiest top pick. I mean, I think that you take that risk every time though, because it's just that good. Let me look at this list real quick here. I see one that's gonna come out, but I don't think it's a super big winner.
Shout out to AJ Lancaster. Got to catch you guys on the replay, but have a great stream, you lovelies.
Yo, thank you, AJ.
Hey, AJ.
There's a lot of risky picks in here.
Yeah, they are.
A lot of risky picks in here.
I'm gonna take my screen off.
Risky picks for
My
risky picks. All right, let's see here. What do we got? No, I saw one that I.
You want to zoom in a little bit?
Show top games. No, I already know. All right, let's do it. I don't know if I actually really like this this option, but I feel like this is going to be a good one. I mean, I feel like it has to be. The DLC, which is an available pick, Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Yeah, I'm going for it.
It's like the balance of deciding if the other person is gonna draft that or not, and I will let you know that was on my list.
Because Monster Hunter Rise is pretty well acclaimed, and I don't know. Apparently, the scores on that were not so great, but it hasn't touched PC yet. So, seeing how PC affects all that, is it worth the number 2 pick? No, I'm just underprepared to have a great number 2 pick off the cuff. So. And then
Your third pick.
Oh, I get a third pick. All right, yeah. So that's right. We're doing the snake one. God, there's so many risky ones. All right, I'm just gonna do it. But I don't think it's gonna be the big winner I want it to be. But I definitely know it's coming out, and that's half the battle.
That is half the battle.
That is legit half the battle. Where'd you go? That's gonna be Pokemon.
I knew you're picking Arceus.
Yep.
That one was not on my list because I think that one's a game to avoid.
See,
it's gonna be good.
I think it could be. I think it absolutely could be, but it is so outside of the formula that could go really good or really bad.
It's
Yeah,
true.
I mean, I wasn't a fan of the trailer too much, but you never know. It's Pokemon. People love Pokemon.
That's true because the Pokemon players are the one playing it and rating it. So
All right, so I should probably let you in on some of my strategy just so we're on a more even playing field because we've both never done this before. Sometimes it's better to draft indie games because there's less people reviewing them, and so like a game like Call of Duty is not gonna is gonna get a lot more negative votes because there's just so many people reviewing them.
That's fair.
So I'm gonna go with a little not AAA game. I'm gonna go Sifu.
I looked at that. I'm still that one. It's interesting. I feel like the gameplay looks cool in theory, but that's the struggle with indie games. Is all right. It looks great, but does it execution? Does it stick at the landing?
That's the risk.
A big TBD. Big TBD.
For my second game, let's see. You know what? Bayonetta 2 did really good, and I've never played a Bayonetta game, but I'm gonna draft Bayonetta 3 and hope it comes out. And selected. It is your turn.
All right, back over to me. Okay, I think now I have to kind of go a little bit on what has power to it. What it feels like it's
Maybe I shouldn't.
like. Yeah, I need to be going on that one. I'm gonna stick for at least for a second. I actually do not think it's gonna come out this year. So I shouldn't draft it.
I think I know where you're going with this.
I shouldn't draft it.
If you draft it, this is an automatic win.
I shouldn't draft it.
If it comes out,
But if it does,
he's gonna do it.
we got to. That's the legend of
Breath of the Wild 2. I knew you were gonna do it.
No. If the game will pull up. Come on. Here we go. Yeah, Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah.
I don't think it's coming out this year. I really don't. But
I don't think there's a chance this comes out this year. But if it does, then you're winning big.
Yeah, that's a pocket pick.
And you with 2 Corgos.
Okay, so that one's in lock. I feel kind of better about that. What else is some risky picks on that one? We've got these DC games. That could be interesting. Speaking of games that Kelsey's like actually intrigued by, we got the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League.
Yeah.
We've got the Gotham Knights one, which
Gotham
that
Knights.
one has to come out this year, right? Like there's
I
no way.
wasn't gonna bring them up, just hoping you'd forget about them.
No.
I think that Gotham Knights has a better chance of coming out this year. I think Suicide Squad has a better chance of being good.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Like, I feel like the plotline and stuff like that feels the gameplay looks a lot more exciting in Suicide Squad, but for the story and it being Court of Owls and just fucking around with that, it's kind of hard not to get into that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bother. But I really want that game to come out too, to be honest. You know what? Let me scratch all of that. Let's go all risk, all reward. All risk, all reward. Hogwarts Legacy.
What? Oh my god!
There's been so much talk that this game is supposed to come out this year.
I mean, if it hits, then that's pretty big.
There's so much talk.
We haven't seen anything from it, and we don't know if it's going to be good or not. But I mean, that's a big pick.
Fuck it.
Take it.
Let's go. WB over 70. I think that it's minimal games though. I don't expect it to be blowing me out of the water games. Hogwarts Legacy, risky.
I agree. Very risky.
But 6
Speaking of games we haven't seen anything from, I trust in Todd Howard and Bethesda.
Oh, you shouldn't. You fucking shouldn't.
I trust them. They announced this game, their release date 18 months before they did. I think it's going to come out polished. I think it's not going to have the usual jank it does. I'm taking Starfield.
You're never going to see that game come out.
It's going to come out. 11/11. Believe in it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Second pick. You know what? I'm going to go with a game that I think looks pretty good. I'm going to go with Forspoken.
I'll give you that. Forspoken does look good. I was eyeballing that one. It's the one where I recognize the name, and I have to keep looking up what the trailer and what the game is. But then as I look it up, I'm like, oh, yeah, this game looks sweet.
Yeah, it's like a medieval game with modern character.
Right. And there's it's like Avatar elements. You get to sit there and work with the elements and stuff. Looks fucking sick. Yeah.
All right, back to you.
Oh, bother.
Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah, that's what I
Okay. I'm looking. Oh, I know that game comes out. And honestly, I think that's a sleeper. But I'm not going to say anything about it because that's a category that I would know and Nat wouldn't. So hold on. Let me look a little bit more.
Are you sure about that? I've done my research.
Let me look a little bit more. Hold on.
You're not going to have another JTE incident where you have one super late.
I truly think that's going to be a JTE pick, and I think you're crazy. You know what? If you ended up picking it within this next 2 rounds, I will tip my hat to you. Go full fedora, whatever.
Okay, all right. Don't draft it then.
Oh man. Okay, so I feel like I have to with that game. So speaking of indies that I love that probably are coming out this year, Cuphead: The Delicious Last Course. That one should be dropping this year.
Oh, God damn it.
So that one's got to get on there because that game was
God damn it. Oh, no.
You think I don't play my indies?
That one was literally the next one on my list, and I had it that low because I didn't think you were going to draft it.
No.
I didn't think you were going to draft it. Fuck.
Stay up. Stay up and do your research, guys.
God, that was the JT moment.
That was the JTE right there. Yeah, not happening. Not getting past me.
This is such bullshit. I hate it. God damn it. That was my ace of my sleeve. God damn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can't pick. So to clarify, and I'll go ahead and state that I'll draft it immediately if that's one. So God of War PC is technically a re-release onto so that one's off the table. All right.
Yeah, that's a port.
Yeah, that's a port. So that one shouldn't be on there to begin with. Making sure. Oh, I know that franchise. I know those ones aren't going to be too great. Okay.
Just letting you know, there's like a few games that I really want, but I'm not gonna draft, and I want to pick them up in free agency.
Yeah, no, that's so much for me right now. I'll tell you right now, my strategy, aside from a couple of these very risky picks, is looking what in the hell is actually coming out in the first 2 quarters, right? I want to see it before summer, because if it drops before summer, it'll drop right on summer, because right around summer is whenever they start announcing slates for the rest of the year and all that one. So it needs to be quarters 1 and 2 to really keep me on lock. If it starts saying holiday and stuff like that, I don't believe it.
There's a certain game I think is going to be a 10 out of 10 that's rumored to come out. But if I pick it and it doesn't come out, you could easily have that as your counter pick.
Yeah.
And I don't want that.
God. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and pick it. I'm going to go ahead and pick the one that I know. No. You aren't even eyeballing. I bet you don't even know this game. But I know it. I think it's going to get crazy.
That'll be the next one on my list.
F Duel. It's a fighting game. And I know it's coming out this summer.
I don't know where that is.
Exactly. I knew you wouldn't. Because it's fighting game territory, and I know that one. But fighting game,
I'm big in the Injustice community.
Yeah. I like that he says the community.
The community. There's a whole subreddit and everything.
It is.
You know what? I am gonna go. So the highest scoring game last year was Forza Horizon 5. So I'm gonna go with the PlayStation counterpart. The counterpart.
Yeah.
That would be Gran Turismo.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a play. It's a game series that I notoriously underrate time and time again, but I think it's a bold move.
Okay. Now I don't know who to draft.
Yep. Now we're in it.
You know what?
All the games.
Since you went expansion, I am also going expansion.
I think you got to make those bids sometimes. You got to go big.
I'm gonna go Destiny 2, the next expansion comes out.
Oh, that's a good one. That was the next one on my list, actually. Okay, so that plays getting off a title, getting an expansion off of Notoriously. Now that being said, Destiny and that whole crew, Bungie rhymes with Blizzard. I don't know if you know this. Neither of them are doing too hot right now.
Shut the fuck up, Dylan.
Okay.
I got 4 picks left. You have 5 picks left.
You got 5 picks left. Good God. There's not even that many real games coming out this year, let's be honest. Fuck. That game probably does come out this year. But is it? No, I can't. There's no way that one does really, really good. Okay, where was it? So I did see this game, and it wouldn't be us if we weren't drafting an incredibly Asian game, Ghostwire Tokyo.
Oh, okay. That one was I was considering that one, but I think that's too risky for me.
It's a risky one. The hype is a little subjective. I think that there's some interesting concepts, but it's getting pushed, and it's a game I personally want to play. So the fact that it ends up in my mental radar, that I know what it is off the cuff, and been like, oh yeah, this has been talked about for a little bit.
I hope it's good because it looks interesting.
No, I do too. And the fact this is early 2022 inspires me, because I remember thinking I've seen this trailer for a little while now.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about this one getting pushed back to 2023.
Yeah. Literally, the biggest enemy to both me and you, Nat, is are these games going to even drop this year? That is the true tried and true one on that one. Okay, I don't like these estimated. Okay. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it.
This is like a chess match, except somehow even more nerdy.
I know, right?
Tiny
You somehow elevated the nerd factor.
Yeah.
Tina. All right,
But
let's
who's
go for a
nerdier,
game.
Oh.
the two people playing it or the person watching it riveted right now? Like what are they gonna pick?
I'm
I
glad
know.
you're enjoying yourself because I was worried you would be so bored if I was doing this.
Tiny Tina's not a game that I have a lot of excitement for, but this one
I have-
is in talks for some of the more interesting, excited games this year.
I have a lot of excitement for it, and I think this is a solid pick because Borderlands 3 got an 81, so you're looking at like around 10 points, which is
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah, I agree.
Um,
Back to you, my friend.
you know what? In Arcane, I trust. I'm taking Redfall.
I don't hate it. I think that's a good pick. At this point, it's as good a pick as you're gonna get.
Summer 2022. Hopefully. All right. What's next? I'm torn between two. Do we go with the interesting pick or the safe pick?
Ooh, I don't know.
You know what? I am gonna go safe because I'm playing to win.
Yeah.
Unless this is the first one in this whole entire franchise that does really bad. I'm taking Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Damn it. Yeah, there's no way that one's gonna be bad. Like I eyeball between that one and Ghostwire, but the Lego one not having a confirmed date scares me a little bit. It's just outside my comfort zone for being for sure guaranteed coming out this year. But that one seems like a November drop. Like that seems like a November game that comes out. You know.
I think so.
I think so too. Okay. So we are 1, 2, 3.
What up, Robert Adams, C2A? How's it going?
Rob! How you doing, dude?
Hello.
We're drafting video games.
We're drafting video games, my dude. Video gamers.
It's almost over. Don't worry.
Almost over. I saw this title and I just laughed because I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna say it towards the end. There's no way that comes out. I hate it at this point. I have to like look through this list to even see like, okay, what realistically is even a game? Like what actually comes out. Let me do this. Let me just hit this release date button. Save me some favors.
I'm so mad about the Cuphead moment.
Cuphead.
So mad.
Yeah, that Cuphead one's gonna haunt you, buddy. 'Cause that
God,
one.
it was next on my list, literally.
Oh yeah. No, that's
The gaming director asked about the joystick. You probably should.
Legacy. Oh, that's just the collection. Okay, yeah, the collection. I can't draft that one. Okay, if we're this far in, okay, so I gotta go. There's absolutely no way this comes out. So I'm gonna draft it.
Yeah.
There's no way this comes out. That's Old Republic remake. Legacy of the Sith. Yeah, the Old Republic Legacy of the Sith.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
There's no fucking way that comes out.
No
I'm not even
way.
gonna entertain it. But Pokemon comes out every single year. But they also did Legends of Arceus this year. So do we get Pokemon unannounced Generation 9 this year?
We might.
Let me get it unlocked. You know what? Let's get crazy. We're in the
It's
tip.
wild.
Let's get nuts. I'm gonna follow up with my other geeky games, and I know the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel.
Yeah, these weren't even on my radar.
Now, does this get above a 70? Probably
Uh,
not. I don't know when it's considered to be counterpicking, but I'm just gonna go ahead and draft those anyway.
All right. Is it my turn?
It is.
All right.
So whenever we pick counterpicks, are those additions to our picks, or is that like
No, those are separate.
Okay, those are separate. Okay,
Yeah, so you have one pick left, and I have 2 picks left,
gotcha. Okay,
and then the counter picks.
gotcha.
Let's see. Should I? I'm gonna do it. I completely missed this game because we talked about it, but then you didn't draft it. I'm gonna take Suicide Squad.
Ah, there it is.
Yay!
Now we gotta make Kelsey happy.
Yay! I've been waiting for a DC game because those are honestly the only games I'm like super excited for this year.
Yeah.
Come out, we'll see.
Are you gonna double down?
No, I'm not.
No.
I'm not gonna. I don't think. I think that Gotham Knights is gonna be low 80s, which is not good enough for me.
I
Or
think
high
it's gonna be mid 75s. I think it's gonna be a little less.
I think it's gonna be between 75 and 85, but closer to 70s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl.
Bold. Okay.
I think the first one did really well.
I don't remember hearing much about the first one, so I don't know. Maybe we're on the other side.
Well, it came out like 2004, so
Yeah.
yeah, drafting Stalker 2, and that ends my draft.
Okay. Let's see. There is not much left on this one. I won't lie. It's pretty slim pickings at this point.
There's still a bunch of games that I really I'm considering drafting like after the draft.
Uh-huh.
I should have picked. Oh, god damn it!
That's fine. I don't think I can see it right now. I think where I'm looking, I'm just, yeah.
I have a game that I think Kelsey would really like, but I can't draft anymore because I'm out of spots.
Yeah. No, I'm looking hard. I'm looking so hard for like.
I want to message Kelsey. Just let her
Yeah.
know. I'm thinking.
DM.
Yeah, let her know. Let her know.
I don't. Have you played this game? I don't remember if you played this game or a different game. But there you go.
I haven't played that, but I've heard about it.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking of a different name. Oh, okay. I know what I'm thinking of.
All right. Let me just do this. Let me get this out of the way. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, this is my last pick. So this one has to count. This one has to be the true GTE. Okay.
I don't think it's possible for you to have a JTE anymore.
No, it's definitely not. There's it's probably not going to be the GTE. But I think there's no way this is a good idea.
This is your last pick,
There's no way this is a good idea.
Mr. Irrelevant.
There's no way.
Oh, okay. All right. Interesting move. Interesting move. Do it. Do you coward. Draft it.
Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. Yeah. No, there's no way. I can't do the Blizzard move. I can't make that joke and then draft a Diablo. Yes, I can. I like losing. Let's fucking go. If it will pop up on the search bar. Nope. I just saw. It shouldn't be coming out this year, but neither of us have drafted it. Where'd you go? There we go. It shouldn't be coming out this year. Why are you running? Quit it. Stop. Come back.
What is it? So I will say Hollow Knight was on my list.
Yeah, no, it is one of my most expected. Like, this is one of my most anticipated ones. I just don't actually think it's coming out this year.
I feel like they've said it was coming out like every year for the past 3 years.
They have. But if it's my last pick, I wouldn't feel bad about having it if it does come out. So
you might as well. All right, counter pick time.
Counter picks. Let's go. So we can't do.
Oh, it's my turn to draft.
Yeah, it's your turn for the counter pick. So we can't do any of these like yearly franchises then.
The what?
Right.
No, so I'm picking off of your list games that you drafted.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go Yu-Gi-Oh. What the fuck is that?
Bro, you're gonna sleep on that? That one's gonna be like low-key one of the highest rated ones.
It might be. And
Okay, so my counter pick has to sit there and say that I think this game is gonna like suck, and I get points for it sucking, right?
Yeah. Or unless you pick a game that doesn't come out, then I can't drop it, and then I can't get any points from it. I know what my second one's gonna be.
On this list, I feel like it has to be the Suicide Squad, right? No,
I got some bangers.
no.
Either way.
I'm actually gonna go Sifu.
Okay.
So, draft
Interesting
counter.
move.
Okay, so
Interesting move. Not the move I would do.
because I think there's a lot of hype behind it, so there's more. If it's disappointing, it'll hit lower for that reason.
Okay, I understand. I don't agree, but I understand.
Hey, you don't have to. You don't have to agree, but you do have to at least understand.
That's all I ask.
That's what they say.
That's all I ask.
Now lock it in.
It's my turn still. Okay, yeah, I get one more. This is still counter pick. So the other one, God, there's a lot of good winners on here. Actually, I really can't wait to play Forspoken. Yeah, this is probably the safest other bet if the website actually lets me pick it. I love this.
Just button mash. Eventually, it'll catch up.
Well, eventually it'll blast 17 times over, and it'll be a whole thing. Let me click out. There we go. Yeah, I think God of War Ragnarok. That one's gonna have to flop pretty hard. Right? There's no fucking way that gonna make it 100. That's not even possible. Lego Star Wars. No, that'll slap. Redfall.
Honestly, if I were you, I would pick the Suicide Squad. Just hoping that it's not coming out.
Yeah, I kind of hope it does too. But I think for that same reason, I'm gonna pick Starfield.
Okay, I that's what I thought you were gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, my turn. I am gonna pick. This one's an easy choice. I'm gonna pick Hogwarts Legacy. This game has not seen the light of day. No way.
If it does, oh man, sweet victory, yo! And this Yu-Gi-Oh game, that one's gonna be tight.
All right, so our draft is completed. So throughout the year, we can add games, we can drop games, and that's it. That's our fantasy draft. That was a fun little segment for the three of us.
Yeah. Poggers. I see Danny with that. Big Dick Gaming. Dare ask about the joystick. Doki Doki Literature Cup. Oh my god, I love Doki Doki. I haven't got a chance to actually play it. I just love everything I've heard about it. But
yeah, me too. Same. Haven't played it, but I love everything I heard about
it. Can we just do like a Doki Doki Literature let's play?
Maybe.
I think Kelsey would love that. From like what I've heard, how it goes. Like, I think that Kelsey, do you know about that game?
I have no idea what that is.
Okay, so here's the only thing I know is that it's a game that starts to go off the rails eventually, and that's it. I don't know how.
It starts off as a Japanese dating sim visual novel type game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then shit gets crazy.
Yeah. I think literally all three of us would have a blast doing a Let's Play with that. Like,
I don't actually know the big twist. I just know that there is one.
No, I have no idea. I know, but that kind of like takes almost all half the gas out of it, right? Because it's like, well, I know there's a twist, so now I'm going to be waiting for it. Now everything has this sense of ambiance, but
still M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Right? Like,
yeah, right. I mean, people still watch those fucking movies. People still watched Old, so.
I like Old.
I guess.
I thought it was good.
Did you like it?
I
didn't watch it.
I liked it.
News to me? I don't know. I keep seeing it on like a CinemaSins suggestion, and I'm like, oh yeah, that movie did come out. I did think about watching that, and then I didn't. So. That's exactly how she feels.
That's exactly how I feel. The red box, like, oh, Old's here. Should I get it?
It's really weird because
there's other things.
Spoil a little bit of Old, but you can probably deduct what happens because of the title. But it's weird because Thomasin McKenzie's in a bikini, but also she's a little girl technically. So it's a weird movie to like watch. But
yeah, I was about to say, if you want to see Thomasin McKenzie like be a little bit more mature in herself, just watch like there's one scene in Last Night in Soho, and she's like, "Listen, just go watch that movie. That movie's worth watching for those reasons, at least."
Yeah.
The thirst alone. hey, say what you will. I think that it's insensitive that they sit there and try to downplay Thomasin McKenzie. Like, she's not, like, super pretty, actually.
Super pretty.
It's kind of like that dumb trope from, it's not another teen movie, where they're literally like, hey, just put glasses on her or something like that. Like, it's something so simple, and I'm like, no, you can't convince me that, like, you can convince me she's mentally ill. You can't convince me she's not pretty, though. Like, that's ridiculous. But actually, I like our draft list. You know, actually, I know 90% of these games. I feel that's a good confident sign.
What games do you not know?
Good sign.
I also look at this list, and I'm like, if all of these games actually came out this year, this would be an insane year for video games.
Yeah, they really would.
Which inspires me to think not even half of these games are going to come out this year.
I think most of these games are going to come out, but there's going to be some big ones that get delayed.
Oh yeah, no. I'm
COVID.
so ready to drop 2 of these games for like some of the big summer drops.
I can't drop Starfield. It's locked in.
Yes, it is. I like that you locked in Hogwarts and Yu-Gi-Oh! As if like DNF or Ghostwire wouldn't be the ones that I would low-key drop.
You think Ghostwire's going to drop?
You know what? Actually, I don't know. I actually don't think Ghostwire will drop, but I think
I don't either.
I'm surprised you didn't lock in Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Oh shoot! I forgot you had that.
Yeah.
Damn
Looking
it.
at that list, I'm like,
Damn
man,
it.
I will take my chances with the Yu-Gi-Oh game over the Pokemon game.
I just picked the Yu-Gi-Oh game because I haven't heard anything about it. That's
Yeah, so every like, I wouldn't say it's like subscription like every handful of years, but previously they had a game that was like very comprehensive, very like their competitive game. Like think of like how Hearthstone is, right? Like Hearthstone is like it's built in with its like how to play against others, decks. You get the cards, you pay money. It's one of those games, right? So Yu-Gi-Oh had one of those before, but this is like their newest one.
Mm-hmm.
And as a trading card game guy, I know the fucking stopping power of that.
You know what?
That franchise. So
I made a huge mistake. I should have counterpicked Pokemon and left Yu-Gi-Oh alone because I'm checking the stats of how many people counterpick which game. So
I want to see these stats. Put them up on the screen.
You just got to click on the title. Let me share my screen. All right, let me just pull it up, and there we go.
Pull it up.
So Hogwarts Legacy is at a 52.8%. No, sorry, 53.9% counterpicked.
Yeah, that's fair.
Pokemon Arceus is at a 35.2%.
Well, because it is definitely coming out. Like
it is coming out, but there's no guarantee it'll be good.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yu-Gi-Oh is at a 12.5%. So
people aren't picking this period. I am so sure of it. Like I'm so sure.
It's being picked 1.2%.
Yeah. See, but I think that's a sleeper. I think it's a total sleeper. I think it's been one of those games that has a great score because the people who play it are fucking love it. But it's also trading card game people, and they're very nitpicky nerds.
Let me see the games that you counterpicked. No. So you picked Sifu.
Yeah.
And it is 11.7% counterpicked.
See,
which is about around what I expected.
Yeah, I didn't think that one's going to be the most picked on that. Starfield, on the other hand.
Starfield is
going to be like a
33%. Huh. Not bad.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it makes. I don't see. You know what? Out of your list, okay, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, really, I only see like 5 games that I would confidently say come out this year out of the 12.
Really?
I think I only see 5. Yeah.
My list: Horizon's coming out, Sifu's coming out.
Yeah.
Forspoken's coming out.
Yeah.
Gran Turismo's coming out. Destiny 2's coming out.
Yep, and that's where my 5 stops. All the rest of those ones are.
You know what? You got a point.
All the rest of those ones. Here's what I know on mine: Elden Ring's coming out.
Yep.
Monster Hunter Rise DLC is coming out. Arceus is coming out. Breath of the Wild. I may never fucking see that game ever. DNF Duel, I know, is coming out.
I don't know anything about that game, but Cuphead's coming out, I think.
Cuphead's coming out. Tiny Tina's, I feel like, is more or less locked.
It's locked.
Yeah. And Pokemon, typically, Don't miss that beat. They typically don't. But
I can't believe you picked Pokemon Generation 9. That's crazy.
Gen 9, baby. Gen 9.
You know how many times it's been picked? What percentages?
What was its percent?
0.5.
0.5. Yo, because it doesn't even have a name attached to it, right? And this will be, I guarantee you, that's low-key, that's the riskiest pick I think I have on my whole list. Because Arceus came out this year. We had a remake last year with Brilliant Diamond, Shine, Pearl. But, dude, Pokemon, if to a fault, keeps releasing a game every year, but they've already led with Arceus. So is that going to be enough? They love keeping the holiday season being a Pokemon season.
Mm-hmm.
But it being the Gen 9 game, that's the tricky part. What if they sneak around and they're like, psych, Black and White remade, fuck you. And I'm like, shit, like I picked the wrong Pokemon game. That might get me. That might get me.
I want you to know I'm currently making a bid for a game right now.
Uh-huh.
And if this game comes out, you're dead in the water. You're done.
Dead in the water. Okay. Is it going to prompt me to sit there and like make a counter bid?
I cannot pick this game because it is ineligible. God damn it.
What game was it? What game was it?
It was the Last of Us remake. So
I saw that. No. I saw that. You're right. That one's not going to.
There's rumors. There's heavy rumors that they're going to remake the game from the ground up.
There is heavy rumors on it, but there's no way it drops this year. You are ridiculous if it drops this year.
Even if it doesn't, you can't counterpick it, so I can drop it willy-nilly.
I'll upbid you on it just to sit there and make you pay for it because I think you're silly to think.
No, you can't outbid me because it's not a public bid; it's a secret bid.
What since when are secret bids a thing? Can I make a bid? Let's see. I want to make
another bid.
I'm gonna make a bid. You know what? I'm gonna make a bid. I can do it too, Nat. Let's do. Okay.
All right. So what else do we want to talk about that's not this fantasy draft? Because I want to get Kelsey involved in this conversation.
Yeah. Let's get
I've just
Kelsey.
been here smiling. That's about my contribution. But it's more than I've contributed to the channel in a very long time, so that's fine.
Hey, you know what? We're just glad to have you here, Kelsey. That's what matters.
Thanks. Be back.
This is probably another 8, and then I would counterpick to say that this.
All right, I made a bid. I want you to know I had Breath of the Wild 2 in my post draft, so I was planning on bidding on that, but then you just kind of ruined my plans.
Got him.
Danny with the $2.
C2A NFTs. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a screenshot of Kelsey.
Oh. Yeah.
And then we're gonna sell it because I don't know how NFTs work.
That's basically it. That's how they work.
And that's also how OnlyFans works. I mean, you can go on both businesses with the same picture. So
that's true. I guess that's true. Okay, I did my bids, by the way. All right. Enough of that. This is aside. Now we're on to something else. Kelsey, what you been into, girl? How have you been entertaining yourself recently? Take that as you will.
Well, I recently played Jedi Fallen Order.
Ooh, okay.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Did you play Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Because I had to after No Way Home.
Of course. Yeah, you have to. You just have to start. Plus, there's something just so
Spider-Man.
Peaceful about swinging along in those cities. You know,
it's just such a good game. Like you could just play all day, and the whole day disappears, and you're like, I really did nothing except for stupid little side quest things, and I'm totally okay with that because I got to swing around and punch people in the face. So it was great.
Just feels good.
Sorry, I just missed this conversation because I almost accidentally kicked Dylan from the stream. What are you playing?
Accidentally. I just played Jedi Fallen Order, and now I'm replaying Spider-Man. I'm almost done with Spider-Man. But
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I 100% Spider-Man twice on PS4 and PlayStation 5.
I need to play the Miles Morales one. I still haven't got that one.
You gotta play Miles Morales, man. It's so good.
So here's been my game routine because I've been playing Final Fantasy 14, which is an MMO, which means I don't play other games during that time. But I'm finally at a point where I'm caught up. I've beat the story. It's raid season right now, and I'm not a big raider. So now it's time for me to play other games, right? I have 2 weeks before a Pokemon game comes out, and then I'll probably play that for like 3 or 4 days because there's no way that doesn't take that long. So in between then, I've got to go back and finally beat Returnal because I haven't got a chance to beat that yet. I started playing it, and then I just drifted off. I'm going to knock out Spider-Man, Miles Morales. I'm gonna beat this inscription game. This little fun little deck builder indie has been super fun. So I'm gonna knock that one out. And then hopefully by then I'm already into Elden Ring, and then I just play that until I die because that game looks sick. It looks so good.
You know what? I'm thinking about it now. I don't think I've completed a non-indie game for the past 2 years. Like, I've just been starting stuff and
Hey, chill. Okay.
No, I've been playing indie games.
Yeah.
I've been completing those, but the AAA games I have not been completing. I just been starting them, then not playing them. So there's Cyberpunk, which I still haven't finished yet.
Oh, bro.
I've played that through 5 times. How have you not finished it yet?
I don't know. I started Deathloop, but I haven't finished it, and like a bunch of other games. But I did start. So I really want to play Life is Strange, the entire series.
I want to replay it. I think that'd be a fun replay.
I love Life is Strange.
I played the original years ago when it came out, and then I couldn't remember if I played Before the Storm. Checking my PSN trophies, it looks like I've played episode 1 and 2, but I didn't finish 3. So I went back and re-downloaded it on my PS5, but then my saves from my PS4 don't transfer over to my PS5. So I'm starting the whole thing over again.
That's something I actually have to be mindful of because there's a couple games. Ghost of Tsushima, they had their like PS4 to PS5 upgrade one that came with like the DLC. And I never went back to play that DLC, and I kept hearing. I saw somebody bring it up recently, and I'm like, "Oh, that did come out! Holy shit!" And that game is gorgeous. So I was like, I need to go play that. And I booted on my PS5, and like sadly, the first time was like 5 months, which sounds terrible. Like first world problems. Am I right?
I haven't been using my PS5 much either. I've been using.
I don't have one.
I also could have been using my PS5 for the
I
past
could
5
have been
months.
playing it this whole time.
So I finally booted it up. It was like so angry. It sounded like, "What have you been doing?" Like it is just like yelling, downloading, like Ghost of Tsushima and stuff like that. So I got to get around to putting that in my list. That's more or less my rotation of like games for the near future. But let's see how far I get through it.
You know what else I've been playing? I told you too about this, but I've been playing Boyfriend Dungeon.
Oh yeah, you have. I remember you telling me about this.
This game is ridiculous. So here's the pitch for it. So Boyfriend Dungeon, you can be whatever gender you want.
Yep.
And you're like, it's in this world where people can turn to weapons. And those people are called a certain thing. I don't remember what it is, but you're what's called a wielder. So you get to use these weapons and you use them in dungeons. And then you can also date the weapons. And it's it's really interesting. It's called Boyfriend Dungeon, but I saw on Wikipedia that there's like they want to be inclusive, so they're not just all men, all gay men. There's also women. There's also non-binary people, but there's like one girl, which I did not going in. There's an upcoming one, which is DLC, which hasn't come out yet. So I'm looking forward to that. But I've been just banging these dudes. That's right.
Hell yeah, brother. That's the way.
That's what you do.
Ain't nothing gay about banging dudes, bro.
Nothing.
Nope. Listen, I'm comfortable with my sexuality that I can date these dudes on their video games. The thing that trips me up is I named them after me, and I gave them the curly hair and everything, so it's basically me. So like I am banging these dudes.
Yeah. Wait, is it Nat or is it Nate? I need to know is that like, do you have like a video game alter ego that's just Nate?
No, it's just Nat.
Just Nat.
Just Nat. I tried to be Nate, but it didn't catch on. People just kept calling me Nat.
Silent G in front of it?
Nope.
So
did I tell you the story about this one dude in college who like I was introducing myself to him and he was like, "Oh, like the bug," and I'm still mad about it. He was like,
"Yeah, you have told me that."
he tried to sell me drugs after. I was like, "No, thank you. I'll get him somewhere else."
Yeah,
as you should.
Mm-hmm.
You don't take that crap.
How dare you try to call me a bug of some sort? No, I will not buy your drugs, you animal. You know my biggest grievance is recently? Why the hell my camera looks like goddamn potato quality on YouTube whenever we stream recently?
It looks pretty bad to us too.
Yeah.
I know. Wait, it looks bad to you right now.
Yeah, on StreamYard.
I want to fix this. I'm gonna fix this live right now because that's the kind of bullshit that we do on this show.
Fix it
We
up.
do tech support. Like,
Yeah,
try
I need to
this.
know. Why does my camera look like it's fucking a potato?
Yes, Google that. I want to find out what the response is.
I'd be very surprised if it was just like a clean lens or something stupid like that, right? Like, is that it? Do I look way worse, way better?
Same.
The same.
Same. Fucking A.
I think it's a clean issue. I think it's a connection issue.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a connection issue?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
you've also kind of lagged a little bit a couple times too.
That's so
It's on my
weird.
end.
But like, dead ass. Hold on. Like, watch this. I'm literally gonna do a speed test. If it
You know
pulls
what?
up
We
speed-
should get you a new camera. Like we haven't been spending.
This is a new camera. This
at all.
is a nice new camera. Whenever, like, I'm telling you, from my side, it looks literally. I'm gonna take a picture and send it into the chat and show you. Like, it looks ridiculously different compared to whenever I see it versus the screen. Like,
compared to everyone else, what everyone else sees.
Yeah, this
It's
is
like-
high
it's like the
quality
Matrix.
television. I'm gonna text you something.
It's like the Matrix, that scene where Keanu looks at the mirror and he's like an old man.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that all the time anyway. To be fair, but literally, this is. So I just sent it to the chat. It looks fucking crystal clear, like crystal clear.
Yeah,
Like,
not on our end.
yeah, I don't fucking get it. And whenever it goes into the streaming stuff, it gets blurry as shit. And if it was like an internet connection thing, I'm literally doing a speed test right now to see what my thing pulls. Yeah, fucking like 200 megs on download, and like
You're just frozen. I was
don't
gonna take
know.
a picture. I'm like, well, you look clear, but you're frozen.
Danny says,
that's infuriating.
I don't. What is Kelsey's
What is my
segment?
segment?
I don't know what that is. Danny, I thought we were gonna review the Weeknd's album next, but you're not here. So yeah,
No.
I mean, it's a good album.
Tell me about this album.
I mean, it's pretty good. It's really good. It's kind of weird, like talking to people who don't have no idea what I'm talking about. But it is.
You gotta
And
sell us on it.
It's. I don't. Robert Adams says for streaming, you need to focus on upload speeds.
Yeah, fix your upload speeds, Dylan.
There you go, Dylan.
It's. I mean, I wouldn't even know how to go about improving that to begin with, but it's at 4.23 megs already.
This is such riveting content, I must say.
Tell me about it. You want to see three people troubleshoot shit? And not be even funny about it? Yeah, this is our show, everybody. I don't know why we aren't getting nominated this year. God, why? Hold on, let me switch my old camera real quick and see if that makes any difference. This is dummy proofing. I need to
You just muted yourself. I don't know if that was intentional, but that's what happened. Robert Adams says that's the law. Or that's low. I read that wrong. And he's gone. He's not, he's gone.
Finally, got rid of him.
Well, I don't really know. He always does this. He just randomly leaves and leaves me to fill the air. But at least I have someone else to talk to you this time.
Yay!
What do you want to talk about, Kelsey?
I don't know. Are there any games that are out that you have lined up you want to play soon? Like that?
Yeah,
have, like sitting on your shelf, staring at you.
So I haven't bought it yet, but the Guardians of the Galaxy game.
It's so good. I love.
Is it?
Okay, I really enjoyed it. It's a similar mechanic kind of to the Avengers game, but they made it better.
I haven't played that.
Yeah, a lot of people complained about the Avengers game just because you're switching through characters and things like that. But like, I don't know, it's better in Guardians of the Galaxy. Like they listened and made it better. But it's so funny that the voice acting is great, the characters are great. Everything you love about the movie versions of these characters, they're almost like them times like to 11. I don't know. It's so good. Peter Quill is so much better in the game than he is in the movie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Robert Adams says Kelsey has that Psylocke thing going on. Looks good. She matches the whole aesthetic of Push Wednesdays now on YouTube. But yeah, I feel like that's that was my biggest concern with the Avengers game, where they were like, I don't know if they were trying to like mash the MCU with their portrayals of certain characters, or they were trying to like differentiate themselves from it, but it kind of didn't look as good as I wish it was back.
Okay. Does this look any better?
Hi.
Yeah, it looks better.
Yes, you
Hey,
look
it's the
better.
fastest crew.
Why? Why does this look better? It's a worse camera.
You're
You're
frozen now.
It looks like it doesn't look like a potato.
It doesn't look like a potato anymore.
I have
Well, now you lagged.
Yeah, you're lagging a lot.
Well, that's just me.
Just throw out the entire thing. Just start from scratch.
Just start from scratch.
At least you put the glasses.
Get a new house. Move out of your bumfuck state.
Yeah, that ain't happening anytime soon. I should, considering we got hit by tornadoes,
That's
ice,
You
a
probably
snowstorm.
should.
It's supposed to be another snowstorm. Yeah, I probably should move, but here I am.
You
Yeah.
gotta get that C2A compound going quicker. Like,
I'm
Taylor
actually
needs out of there.
convinced.
He needs to play.
So this will be a true test. Like, whenever the next time we film our next no-show episode, I'm gonna be so furious if like it's potato quality on my end whenever I'm recording, because I'm using my old camera that was literally would just disconnect every now and again. I don't know. This never makes any fucking sense. Tell me about the weekend. Tell me about the weekend.
Danny, what are your thoughts? What's your favorite song of the album?
I just like the transitions.
Dude, the transitions are so good. They're so
It's
seamless.
like listening to like a whole radio hour.
I know. I can't even tell when one song ends and the other begins.
I think the first half of the first half was really good.
Yeah, that's pretty much
And
most
then-
of what I'm listening to.
But
So
Less Than Zero was good. Less Than Zero was good. But I need more sad April. That's nothing.
I think this one's kind of sad, but it just has like an upbeat tone, so you don't really notice it too much. But I do agree. It's not as sad as his past work, which
Yeah.
I kind of missed.
But I think it's cool that I didn't realize we were in the middle of another trilogy.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So basically he died in After Hours.
Yep.
So this is like him in purgatory. And then
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think of it that way. Yeah,
yeah.
that's really good.
And that's what the Jim Carrey is like the narrator of purgatory.
Jim Carrey's the narrator. If you don't know anything about this album,
What?
He's
He narrates
like a radio host, like a DJ, something
Yeah.
on the radio. It's really weird. Like he intros the album and then he outros the album too.
That's wild.
Interesting.
What's your favorite song?
So I really love the transition between how do I make you love me and take my breath.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one favorite song, I would pick Is There Someone Else? I think that's my favorite.
That's a good one too. Best
Yeah.
Friends into Is There Someone Else is good. The Tyler the Creator one was good. The only one that is kind of weak was the Lil Wayne track.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it was Lil Wayne until I read
Yeah,
the
like
thing.
this track was really random.
Yeah. Anyway, that's our weekend Don FM review. You should
Yeah,
check it
I
out.
just like Stan April. That's all.
Yeah, really good. Dylan's gone again. I don't know.
Bet. No, I'm still around. I'm troubleshooting live, baby, because that's how we do it.
That's
Everything's
all
live.
I made a new throwback Spotify playlist, but I realized the throwback playlist was like songs from like
Danny,
2017.
let's be honest.
Oh
when
my
are you
gosh!
not-
What?
When are you not doing the throwback playlist? I feel like all of your
I want you to you should judge it.
I do want to judge it. Here, pull it up.
I'm gonna
We
send
will
it
review
to
it
you.
live.
Also, how do I
I'm gonna
look?
send you the link to it. And the place.
Do I look potato-y again? Don't lie to me.
Nope.
No, you're good. You're good.
We're good.
Wait, I look
I'm
good?
gonna put it in our group chat.
You look good
Why?
now.
This is the old fucking camera. Why? Why does it work this way? None of this shit makes sense.
I think you gotta get a refund on that new camera. It's just not working out.
It is. It's just that's the problem. It's just-
I sent it in the mean chat. And
Okay.
yes, that is McLovin in there.
All right, hold on. Let me pull it up real quick, and then I'm gonna screen share it. So I guess I just need to like unplug it. I don't know if I just need to unplug and plug it back in with StreamYard, or if I need to plug in a whole new ass camera and fucking plug it back in with it.
Oh my
There's
god.
also, I also have Princess vibes for Tel.
You got all these throwbacks. I listen to all these songs on the regular. Literally all of them.
Yes.
I probably do too. Hold on, let me. Okay, open Spotify. That's what I want.
There's also Princess vibes.
All right, so let's share this. We're gonna do a live reaction.
Oh,
For
can
all
we-
two people.
Dan, Nat, I need you to fucking actually click this because I don't have any power. over this.
Yeah,
Don't
come on.
do that. Okay. So we got Ivy sweatpants right off the cuff. All right.
Yeah, we love sweatpants.
Okay. The Hills, always fire. DNA.
Kelsey, I want you to name all the songs you recognize from this.
Yep.
It took me a while. I had to scroll down for a bit. I think the first one I recognize.
Redbone, shocker.
There's some fucking Frank Ocean in here. Oh yeah.
People don't know
Jenny
about
from the
Frank
block.
Ocean.
Which one?
Number 32 is the first one I recognize.
Jennifer Lopez, Jenny from the Block. Ah, yeah.
Ah,
I recognize
Oh,
that
yeah.
one. And then I recognize Bedrock, which is like a little bit lower. Like I recognize a couple songs.
I like that you say throwback as if like Juicy by Doja is like super throwback.
I thought this was the Notorious B.I.G. song, but it was wrong.
Nah, it's getting a little more recent nowadays.
like throwback to last year.
Right. Throwback to before COVID, maybe. But I mean, to be fair,
That felt like a century ago.
I'll grant you that. We'll grant you that. Paper Planes, the Diplo remix. All right, now we're feeling it. Now we're feeling retro there.
Like a G6.
Yeah.
Oh, that is the throwback. That's a super.
Yeah. No, that one. Danny, have you ever seen? I think Pierce the Veil did a cover of that song. I guess not seen, but have you heard that one?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good cover. I caught that live, and then I need to find. I wonder if that's on Spotify. More for later.
There's Peaches and Cream. That's an old one.
Yeah. The Channel Orange. Yeah, Pyramids was the one that stuck out to me though. Like we're going Channel Orange, Frank. Yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah, not enough people know about fucking Frank.
Not
I
enough
know.
people like
The two Alex didn't know who Frank Ocean was.
I don't know who Frank Ocean is either.
Frank Ocean. He hasn't put out a bad song. All the songs are fire. You gotta listen to them. I want to showcase some of my playlists. So
Are we doing playlist show offs right now?
Yes.
we're not talking about anything else. So why not?
All right, that's
This is good.
Bam. All right,
Bring
so
up Kelsey's playlist.
Oh my
I
gosh!
got
What is
my-
this? What is this high level of detail?
Check the sexy
Nah, I want to see. All right, do
I wanna
sexy
see
time.
what-
I want
I
to
wanna
catch
see
this
what sexy
workout
time
one right after. I want to see what gets Nat's.
Well, so I don't really use my workout playlist much because like these are songs that should be on a workout playlist, but I feel like I get my pumps better when I'm listening to like fucking 90s R&B or whatever. Songs that you would not work out to normally.
Okay.
So and obviously some Bo Burnham. Put your fucking hands up, you know.
Yeah.
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 So I got Smoking Doobies with my brother for piggies. Love songs. Sad
Hold
Boy.
on, no, Sad Boy is the true playlist. Sad Boy is
Sad Boys has 3 followers. I want to.
Yeah.
That's the one I show to people, and they're like, "Oh, this playlist is actually
Let me
fire."
see the Sad Boys playlist.
Yes, because is there Juice World on there?
I got 61 songs here, and can you guys see
There
it?
it is.
Yeah, I can see it. Let Her Go, Passenger. Oh yeah, we in the feels. Let Her Go.
There's Let Her Go. Oh, Cigarettes After Sex. Yes, Bon Iver.
For sex.
That's
We got Marvin's
Yeah.
Room.
of course, my dear
Of
Mom
course.
Colony.
Maps. I was about to say.
Novocaine.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Novocaine. I
Novocaine
try to
is
not
better.
repeat artists, so I just have one song for each artist.
I Will Follow You in the Dark is such a Sad Boy song.
It's
That's
so
good.
sad. It's such a
Is
sad
there-
boy
Where
song.
is Juice World?
Yeah.
This
See, when
is
I'm
good.
sad, I
This
just
is
listen to
good.
Hurt by 9 Inch Nails on repeat for like 6
Ah,
hours.
yeah. I was about to say as we hovered over the Johnny Cash one, and then it was
Yep.
just
Yeah.
the other one.
Elliott Smith is Sad Boy. That's for sure.
Oh, I love Elliott Smith. Yeah, I listen to his music when I'm in a mood.
Yeah.
I think it's
yeah,
funny
I mean,
how
it's a long list.
I think how funny it is that how universally accepted Sad Boy lists are though. Like
hmm
I wonder if mine's labeled as that though. Let me go see.
Let me show you my sexy time playlist because this
Yeah.
one.
I like this. I want to
I've
see the
curated-
Sexy Time one.
No, I am intrigued. I'm very
So this one's my most meticulous playlist. I can't add any more songs because I don't last that long. But
Oh,
so
I thought it was 69.
So you're telling 54 minutes.
54
is
minutes.
your max.
Matt.
Wow.
no, most of it is foreplay. Most of it's foreplay because if you're not doing foreplay, you're only doing yourself.
I just look up and I see Gooey. Was Saba on there?
Gooey.
That was already
That's
like,
a Glass Animals Gooey. That's the one. Hey, I had
So-
that song too, The Zone on Princess Vibes.
I think the top 6 songs are for foreplay, and then 7 is when the action starts.
oh, so this is like curated to the point. Like,
Yes,
Yeah.
from beat by beat.
Yeah.
And then 11 to 13 is when post-coital cuddles.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten a chance to use this playlist as much as I would like. But
My playlist, my sexy songs playlist is what mine's called. It's 45 minutes. So you can show the expectations I have.
mm.
Relax.
Let's see that one.
All right, hold on. Kelsey, before you share screen it, I want to play the guessing game. See how many of us can guess songs on this playlist. And Kelsey lets us know.
Okay.
So
Okay,
if she's
so
already
we're doing
revealed Nine Inch Nails is on here, then I'm gonna say like
Are we
Bite the
doing
Hand
this-
That Feeds
What's
You.
the sexy punk rock song? Pop punk.
Yeah, it's
It
my
has-
so
where's
50 songs is the name of the
should
playlist.
Marilyn Manson is probably on there.
Beautiful
Yeah.
Uh,
No, I could.
Deftones.
Deftones should be. Deftones is sexy as
Sex
fuck.
tape,
but
like
Deftones might be out of Kelsey's taste range though. So
Passenger is a sexy song.
it is very sexy. Deftones
That's
many
about-
songs are sexy songs. So Deftones is making love music sometimes, and then the other half of it is hard metal. So
I've never listened to any Deftones songs, but you two have constantly talked about them.
it's
Yeah.
literally my
Also-
favorite band. since I've
Also,
been
I want to
sick.
clarify my sexy songs playlist. That's less about having sex to it. It's more that it puts me in the mood.
Mine is very much having sex to it. It's
All right,
specifically
so
curated for
Let
that.
me know, is Bite the Hand That Feeds You from Nine Inch Nails on that playlist?
Not that song, but it probably should be on there.
Okay. So I'll take an honorable mention.
Mm,
When September Ends by Green Day.
I bet. Let's see.
That's on another playlist, but not this one.
Kesha will be on there. Kesha will be on there.
No, you guys were very on brand with lots of Nine Inch Nails and Marilyn Manson vibe. That's the vibe.
Is there any No Doubt on there?
There's no doubt. No doubt.
Okay. I
Does,
figured that would be a weird one.
Britney Spears will be on there.
No.
3
does
Days
Tom-
Grace.
It's only 11
Three Days
songs.
Grace.
I still have to work on it a bit.
What about 3 Days Grace?
Animal by 3 Days Grace has got to be on there.
It's not, but it probably should be.
Ah.
Mm.
Like you're giving me suggestions, so this is great.
Does
Yeah.
has Tom Hiddleston ever put out a song?
He
Yeah.
has, but they're not on here because it's he would play Hank Williams, and so it's like,
Ah.
yeah, good looking.
What you got
What you
cooking?
got cooking? So it's not like super sexy. I mean, he
Right.
is, but the song itself is.
Tainted Love by Marilyn Manson. That you can't tell me it's not on there.
I have Soft Cell, Tainted Love on there.
Let's see. Motionless in White. Hate fuck.
Nah, too hard for her, Danny. Too hard for her. You're missing. It's not her tempo.
What about Coin Operated Boy?
I have that on several other playlists, but I don't have it on this one.
Ah.
Do you want to see it? Like it's only
Yeah. Go ahead and
Yeah.
show us. I want to see if I'm right on like an Incubus song. Like I feel like Stellar or something would be on there.
Take the Wheel and Drive.
Uh,
I have Epic Sax songs, but it's spelled SAX.
like
nice. That's a good one, Danny. That's a good.
Should I pull it up?
yep, you can pull up.
I'm the only one here with power.
Okay, so like
Okay.
part of this too is like this is the new shit. I used to dance to this song when I was like a fetish dancer. So like
Uh-huh.
yeah, I got
Okay.
that song.
I actually know how to sign.
Hey,
almost
there's
all my songs.
Orgies is there. Orgies.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, Blue Money's Orgy.
Eagles are ruining my life. Oh, this is
Yeah.
a shorter list than I thought it was gonna be.
I
Okay.
like I said, it's only 11 songs. It's been growing. Okay, but then I have another
That's what she
playlist
said.
that is literally
Hey.
like I don't even how many songs is my other playlist? Let me look. I just keep adding songs to it.
Mhm.
It is 422
Wow.
songs.
Come
Wow.
on, let's just cover.
Yeah. I just had to put Tom on because it's just me. It's all the music I like, so it's just like random.
All right, so do you guys have like? Let me ask you this: do you feel like your music curation? Do you feel like you guys do lists as like? Here are my vibes. I mean, kind of like how Nat, kind of right. You have like your sexy time one, your sad boy one, your gym workout one, and like that's kind of all based on that. But I have like, so I have a couple of those, but then I have like my like main playlist, right? Like like it's roughly every handful of months that I update it and do a new one, and I've always just kept them, right? So, do you guys do this as well, or is it like?
Yeah.
I am gonna start doing that. I recently started. I have a playlist of songs that I've been really feeling lately, but usually I just go with the daily mixes that they make for you. So that's a lot less work for me.
I have
Mm.
86 playlists, so I think you can say it's safe to say.
Kids Bop 69.
Zydrate Anatomy is underrated pick on that song list, by the way, from Rebo.
I love that song so much.
Mhm.
That movie's something.
Hey, this is
Wait,
I felt special.
Kids
when I
Bop
was-
60.
what is this?
Is-
that's
Wait.
okay. I have a
I was a kid.
It's
Is
okay. I
this-
have Summer Girls and White Girl Wasted playlist.
White Girl Wasted playlist.
Yes.
Okay.
White Girl Party Jams.
There's just a lot of Ed Sheeran.
Then I had a friend.
You slowly
share
realize
this
you don't want to
playlist.
save the world. You're into this. Oh yeah, this feels like a feels playlist at a glance. Like,
Yeah.
we're bumping. We bumping.
Okay, you don't have to share it anymore. I guess I can push a button.
Okay.
Where is it? I'm on the wrong screen. That's why.
Yeah, I've been trying to jam into some of this new stuff right now. But
Ken says, "Hey there, just pop in and say hi."
hey, Ken,
Hey.
thank you. Thank you for popping in. I know we're just doing random crazy content now. Now we're just
Vibing.
hanging out.
Oh, Dylan, you want to see the White Girl Party Jam playlist?
Yeah, I do.
Or do you want to see? I have 80. You just go to my profile and just see all 86 playlists.
Okay. Just type in like what? Danny.
Just type DK.
Peacocks?
Matt's following me. He has the power.
I am following you.
I know, so you could just click on it.
Wait, what am I searching?
Matt has the power. He can find it.
Peacocks.
Oh, you want me to pull it up? Okay, let's see.
Yes.
Peacocks.
Just,
I don't
you
wanna
can go through all the playlist names and then find the White Girl one.
Let me pull it
I
up.
put pictures to them, like Matt does, but they're not Office stuff.
Mm, mm.
Let's see. Where is this? You got a lot of playlists, Danny.
I know.
Ciphering through all of them.
That's why I wanted you to just share it on the screen. Just show that how many random things.
Okay.
It's too much. I had 98.
Good God, that's a lot of playlists.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Vibes. Look at that Pikachu one. Just vibing. 80s jams, 80s Fab Chill Volume.
These really recommends. I don't remember doing this.
Yeah, we did this for our Rest in Peace Patreon whenever we were putting out
Oh
like
yeah.
I think would have been like what would have been our intro songs was like the premise on that one.
Mm-hmm.
What did I picked
Yuma Kylo Ren. That's a good one.
I picked I See Stars. That's what I did.
There it is. There's the White Girl Party playlist.
Oh, it's right next to the anime OP one, which is the other one I was gonna look at. 360 songs. All right, so Kesha immediately. I'm like, all right, you're winning. me.
Best of Both Worlds by Hannah Montana.
Got the best
Yeah.
of both worlds. Yeah.
Oh, this song's a banger.
Misery
Kiss Me More Red
Business.
Rose Yet.
Yeah, I won't lie to you. I've not once listened to Olivia Rodrigo. I have no idea.
She's so good. Honestly, she's like so good. Like
She's half Filipino. I have.
It's not a bias. I just don't like. I just
she's
have
like
no idea. What
she's
she's
like my biggest music guilty pleasure. She's all her songs are just. I can't relate to any of them because I'm not like a teenage girl who has like
Sure.
all this angst.
Nah,
You're not?
that
I'm
shouldn't
not-
stop
I
you.
don't-
My 2020s most listened to by a considerable landslide was Ariana Grande. So
Yeah, if it was for the private session function, then Olivia Rodrigo would probably be up there for me.
yeah, would it be pretty high up?
Pretty up there.
Embarrassing. Thank you. Next, underrated. At me. Dylan, that song was so popular. How can you say underrated? At me.
No, there's a ton of songs here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just realizing now. Let's see. I've
Once You've
going
Been
all the way
Gone,
down.
classic white girl banger.
There's
Kelsey,
360 songs here.
tell
Yes,
me
I
that
know.
tell me you don't
I
hear
told you
Since You've
there's
Been
a lot of
Gone
songs
and
there.
Throw Down.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a playlist.
It's a
Boom Boom Pow. Get out of here, Danny. Get out of here.
Hey, there's "Don't Trust Me" by 3OH.
Dude,
Yes!
303. Don't trust a hoe. Don't trust me. Doesn't exactly go that way, but I
Yeah.
saw 303. 303 came live to Western, the college that I go to. Like in their heyday. And it was just like a free show. Like I don't know what the fuck they were doing. I think they're like, I don't know. Just
What was
go
that,
play
like,
Western.
like around the late aughts, early teens?
Yeah, like it was
I was in high school, I think.
it was 2010. So this is like kind of in their prime, honestly.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah.
Which I think is super, super interesting. But
Vegetarian, and I ain't fucking
Fucking
scared.
scared. Yeah, I fucking love that shit, dude.
Love 'em.
Low key slaps. Anyway,
Anyway, I think we've talked enough bullshit for this.
Yeah, we've bullshitted the episode up enough.
We went from video games to music. I think we're done here.
Yeah,
Join us
we're done
next week.
permanently.
What's that?
I said we're done permanently. This is our last show. There's no way we can peak.
Don't join us next week then, I guess.
Don't join us.
This is the final episode.
You know what? I forgot to log out on my own Twitch account, but we're gonna be rating Sean Sullivan. So
Okay, I will stick around to raid Sean Sullivan.
Yeah, let me log into the C2A account.
Unlike these other ungrateful people we raid, Sean Sullivan will shout us out. In fact, I'm gonna go to.
Oh, and Pokemon's back.
We're not rating Pokemon.
Oh, she's back.
He's back.
I think it's really funny. Sean's also playing Inscription, which is what I was playing earlier.
Oh, I heard about that. Is that good?
Yeah, it's really good, dude.
I absolutely will.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, I started picking old-fashioned Old Forester. Man, it's so
Right,
good.
we're gonna be rating Sully, and oh my god, these
Let's
pop.
raid. Let's raid and fuck it up. And I say we stick around and we troll the shit out of him too.
Troll the shit out of him. We're still gonna be live on YouTube. I'm gonna end the broadcast there too.
Everybody, make sure.
We got our one viewer ready to reach Sean Sullivan. 2 viewers now.
Yeah, Russ, I mean, it's freaking.
All right, everybody, stay tight.
No,
Over
since
on
we went on
Twitch.
YouTube, we're over there now.
Waiting, or
Okay.
Why didn't I get the raid notification? Are my notifications on?
Call to actions rating of the party at 2.
Hello, call to action with the raid.
Immediately.
Right, we had to go to the old I still need to get my alerts set up because right now I don't have alerts that match.
So
this.
I'm gonna end the broadcast because we're still live on YouTube. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.